Welcome to our annual Jingle Mingle. Thank you all for being here. I'm excited today to introduce you to some amazing and festive women podcasters, authors, coaches, speakers, and entrepreneurs. I encourage you to connect with each of them, and you can find them and their links over in our show notes at womenpodcasters.com. My name is Jennifer Henczel, and I'm a podcaster, author, and founder of the Women Podcasters Network and AI Innovators Alliance. And I have two podcasts, the Women in Podcasting Show and the Inspiring Innovators Show that I co-host with my husband, Paul Henczel. I help people with monetizing their message and generating income from their expertise for more impact and influence. And my mission is to elevate women's voices globally and in the podcasting industry. I love creating opportunities for women to connect and collaborate in meaningful ways. That's why I've been holding these events every year. And my sister and I love doing this event and our giveaway, and she'll tell you about that in just a minute. And it's also why I started the Women Podcasters Awards, and nominations and sponsorships for the 2026 season are now open. You can check out that and everything I just mentioned at womenpodcasters.com. Now, I want you to meet my amazing co-host, Angela Feser. Angela, come on up and tell us all about you and what you do and the giveaway.
I'm Angela with Social Bliss Blueprint and the Social Bliss Content Club. And Jennifer and I are very excited that we are holding another 12 days of giveaways this year. And it's happening right now. It started yesterday. So you can go to socialbliss.ca/12 days right now and get your free gifts from day 1 and 2. And then every day until December 12th, you can go and get 2 free gifts from us. So that's 24 gifts in all that you can get over the 12 days. So don't miss any of the days. I'll put the link in the chat for you. And just quickly, my Social Bliss Content Club, I produce content for small business owners that just don't have the time to be looking for content ideas and trying to create your graphics yourself. I create monthly content with all the holidays, fun holidays, traditional holidays, and monthly themed graphics for you to use. So thank you very much. I'll put my links in the chat.
All right. Now, first up, I want to introduce you to some of our members of our mastermind and then members of Women Podcasters Network, and then I will select from whatever Zoom presents to me as next in line. So first, I see Claudia. Claudia, come on up and tell us about you.
Hi, everyone. I'm so excited to be here. First of all, because Jen, I love everything you do. And also because I love to connect with your audience, everybody else's audience. My name is Claudia Noriega Bernstein. I am an inner abundance coach, and I am the host of the award-winning podcast, Don't Drink to Feed. I help women who feel stuck, overwhelmed, or disconnected from their purpose overcome the life challenges, embrace their worth, and create lives filled with confidence, resilience, and joy. So if you ever feel like you have lost touch with the woman you meant to be, or do you find yourself giving so much to others that there is little left for you, I'm here for you. You can begin your transformation today with my free workbook, Empowered Journey, Overcoming Challenges and Embracing Abundance, which is available. Jen has the link. And I'm also the author of a best-selling book, Brighter Days, 88 Most Important Lesson Learned in Life for Women that want to increase their confidence, resilience, and courage. This is the 5th anniversary and continue to inspire women around the world. So I'm very proud of it. So to learn more about me, you can go to claudianoriegabernstein.com. And it's time to unbecome and step boldly into the woman you were always meant to be. Thank you.
Wonderful. And Claudia has the most amazing story. So if you're looking for an interesting guest, I highly recommend connecting with her and checking out her show. All right, up next, I see Demetrius. Demetrius, come on up and tell us about you. And also, thank you, Demetrius, for being a sponsor again this year. And we sponsor each other's awards. And so the Women in Podcasting Awards just opened. So Demetrius, come up and tell us all about you and what you offer.
Happy holidays, everybody. Demetrius Bagley here with the Black Podcasting Awards. I am one of the 5 co-founders and its executive director. We help Black podcasts get celebrated, spotlighted, and of course, win and succeed more at podcasting. And I'm excited to be here with you all today. Just we need more diversity in a lot of different ways in podcasting, and just to encourage podcasters. It can be a very sort of lonely, not to overuse that word these days. So just affirm any podcast that you're listening to, particularly the small and medium-sized one. The big ones too need it. Just to know that right there, they don't know who's on the other side of their mics, right, to your headphones. We will open our applications into the spring, as we usually do, late May. But meanwhile, any women podcasters you know, please send them Jennifer's way. We want to see a lot more applications, a lot more women celebrated. We don't have parity globally yet. I think it's about 40% of podcast hosts are women, somewhere around there. But let us get to a full 50% and get more stories and opinions and perspectives and insights and all the rest out there.
Awesome. And you know what else? You introduced me to this funding last year. Could you mention that for a minute?
And if I didn't say, you can find us Black Pod Awards on social media and certainly blackpodawards.com on our website. Podcasting Seriously Fund is out there and helps BIPOC as well as LGBTQ plus podcasters apply to two offers. One is $200 in a rolling year for pod award applications. Right. So for Jennifer's awards, for my awards, for Ambi's, maybe Signal, and there are many others. The second thing we do is also offer up to $500. These are reimbursements for education in a rolling year that's relevant for specifically for podcasters. Again, if they're BIPOC and or LGBTQ plus. Podcasting, there's a comma there, seriously fund. If you Google that, should be the very first thing that comes up or one of the first few. Again, that's $200 for award applications in a rolling year, and then up to 500 for education in a rolling year.
That's incredible. What a great resource that is. And thank you so much for letting me know about that. So up next, I see Gwelda from our mastermind. Come on up and introduce you. And I just want to say, Gwelda does an amazing job of creating a local community that I go to. And, you know, it is so important for us to connect with each other, especially during this time of year. And she has an amazing selection of events even this month. And so anybody I know locally, be sure to check that out. But go ahead, Gwelda. She's an amazing leader of a community.
Thank you so much. So my name is Golda Redmond, and I am the founder of the BC Women's Business Network. And we started very, very small in Chilliwack, and we have now grown to cover all of BC. So we're here to support all women in British Columbia who are in business, and whether you're just starting out or maybe you're even just starting to think about it, or you've been in business for a while, but it can be so isolating when we are working by ourselves, and it's wonderful to have a community where we get together and we can support and encourage each other and learn from each other is probably one of the most important things. So we have in-person meetings, we have virtual meetings, and we also have an online community. And so our main one is on Facebook. If you search BC Women's Business Network, you should find it. I encourage you to join us and just get to know us better. We also do events, like Jennifer said. We have different events throughout the year that's just about building community and connecting with the women from other chapters. And I just started with a podcast as well, just this year, and it's called Elevating Women in Business. And we interview women in business, mostly so far just members, but we want to be able to elevate women, share the strategies, share their struggles, why they started their businesses, and just be able to surround them with support and encouragement with that as well. So
That's great. And Guelda's also a sponsor in the Women
Mhm.
Podcasters Awards. So thank you for that. Up next, Elaine. I see Elaine here. Elaine is a member of the mastermind as well. So Elaine, come on up and tell us about you.
Thank you, Jennifer. It's a pleasure to be here and joining everybody today. My name is Elaine Ennis. My podcast is The Age of Possibility. This is a podcast to enlighten, enhance, encourage, and empower women 65 plus. I also do a segment called God's Lemonade, and this is where people share a story of life handing them lemon, and they reached up to God and he made sweet lemonade for them. Some very interesting stories that are being shared on that particular segment. I can be reached at the age of possibility .net is my website, and I've been doing this for about a year and a half now. And the God's Lemonade is kind of a new segment I added starting back in September.
Very cool. All right. Up next, Carol. Come on up.
Thank you, Jennifer. And it's great to be here. I'm Carol Metz-Murray, and I am a leadership coach, consultant, and professional speaker. I launched the Naked Leadership Institute several years ago, and the qualifier is that you get to keep your clothes on, because naked leadership is all about discovering the authentic, vulnerable you inside of you so that you can lead regardless of what role it is that you are choosing to lead in. So I guide women in midlife to really move beyond their stuck story. It's sometimes women find themselves in a prison of their own making. And I help them to transform through their fears so that they can be more confident and reclaim their inner voice and their inner power to strengthen relationships, whether personal or professional, and really move from living that boxed life into their magnificent boldness. You'll find me at carolmetzmurray.com. That's my website, or you'll find me on LinkedIn. And I, in a new business, podcasting is one of my strategies for down the road. So not yet a full-time podcaster.
Wonderful. And Carol has been such a leader and mentor to me, and a wonderful person in our community who's an amazing resource. So I definitely encourage you to reach out and connect with Carol. So are there any other mastermind members here that I missed who are in our mastermind? Now, the mastermind, just so you know, has discontinued the meetings, but now it's the time to monetize membership bundle. So we just don't have the monthly meetings anymore. But is there anyone else I missed that was in the mastermind until recently? I don't see anyone. Am I missing anyone? Okay. All right. And then now the Women Podcasters Network. Anybody? Angela of SoCal Voices, come on up.
All right. Hi, everyone. I am Angela Ross. I'm the creator and host of SoCal Voices, an award-winning podcast sharing authentic stories and local wisdom to help Southern Californians thrive. There's a lot to love about Southern California, but beyond the gorgeous coastline, the awesome weather, and the glitz of Hollywood are other realities. High cost of living, soul-crushing commutes, the pressure of hustle culture, and the struggle to find real, meaningful connections and belonging in the sprawl. SoCal Voices is your companion through all of that. We help our listeners navigate SoCal's challenges and thrive in the place we call home. And I invite all of you to listen to my show and to join my emailing list or my email list. And you can do that on SoCalVoices.com. And to thank you for joining my list, I'll send you my special 5-day mini audio series, 5 Ways to Live Well in SoCal Without Losing Your Mind. These are quick tips to help you stretch your SoCal budget, manage your commute, find belonging, and more. SoCal Voices, real talk in the land of dreams.
Nice. Well done. Thank you so much. Up next, Gail, come on up.
Hello, everyone. I am Gail Zalitsky and co-founder of Women Over 70 Aging Reimagined. You know, the decades that begin in our 70s require resilience to deal with new challenges and inspiration to enrich our lives. So, on our podcast, you'll learn that longevity is intentional. Our 360 guests, vibrant women 70 to 110, have rewritten the script on aging. We will not become irrelevant as we age. So join us. Women Over 70, award-winning podcast, womenover70.com.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. Very interesting.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's so cool. All right, Wendy, come on up. Wendy Van Camp.
Hi, everyone. My name is Wendy Van Camp, and I am a speculative poet, an author, a writing coach, and a podcaster. My experience with being a writing coach starts from my 2-year term as poet laureate of the city of Anaheim, California, where I mentored a community of poets and developed full-scale organizations, full-scale opportunities, I guess you'd call them, at the public library for our literary community. After my term was over, I moved over to SIFWA, where I'm now their poetry chairperson, and I'm developing a poetry program for them as well. However, during this time, I've also hung up my shingle, and I'm a writing coach looking for new clients. So if you are a writer or a poet, you'd like to have some guidance, you're not sure where to go next, and you need help organizing a book, maybe you'd like somebody with a professional eye to critique your work, I am available for that. My podcast comes from my monthly newsletter, which is free on Substack. It's called nowastedink.substack.com. And what I did is I narrated my newsletter in my own voice, and I just put it there as a voiceover. Well, at some point I realized, gee, I'm actually producing a podcast. So not only is it still with my newsletter, you can also find it on Spotify. And I've been going strong with the podcast now for over 2 years, and I do have a following of sorts. I really feel I'm a niche market, but if you're in that niche, I'd certainly be happy to hear from you. I do have experience as a podcast guest as well. I'm a semi-regular on Continual, which is a podcast for science fiction and speculative authors, and we talk on a range of topics and all things literary. If you are a podcaster and you're looking for a guest, please hit me up. I'd be glad to hear from you. And to find me, best way for most poets is on Instagram. You can find my Instagram page at No Wasted Ink. And on Instagram, I do have a link tree, which will take you to my website, my podcast, and everything else under the sun. So I hope you'll look me up on Instagram, and I hope to see you there.
Thank you so much. Up next is Latasha. Come on up.
Hi, everyone. I'm Latasha Johnson. I'm an author, voiceover talent, and podcaster. And I'm the host of the Hustle and Faith podcast, a podcast that's dedicated to helping women analyze, apply, and amplify their God-given gifts. And we do this by discussing topics such as business, self-improvement, health and beauty, and my random thoughts about life from a Christian perspective. As I mentioned, I'm an author. I recently released a book called How to Live an Extraordinary Life with or Without Mr. Right. And again, I do voiceover work as well. And in the event that you're interested in checking out some of the resources that we have available at the Hustle and Faith podcast, feel free to check out the website hustleandfaith.com/resources. Thanks so much.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Up next, Jennifer Quick. Come on up.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Quick, Soul Clarity Coaching, and I help people transform their lives into authentic, loving relationships and fulfilling careers and all of those wonderful things that we want to be living as. So I lead with Reiki and the Akashic Records. My podcast is rather new, but it's I focus on everything human, spiritual, and cosmic. So if you want to go to my website, soulclarity.ca, I have a free gift with my newsletter sign up, and it's the Healing Your Empathy Overwhelm. Your empathic abilities are actually your gift to soul enlightenment. So that's me.
Oh, beautiful. I love your hat.
Thank you. It's Yoda.
Oh, so cool. And Jennifer is so talented and just so wise. So I highly recommend all of you connecting with each other.
Thank
All
you.
right. Up next, Felicia, come on up.
Hi, I am Felicia Barlow-Clark. I am a high-level event producer with a niche in celebrations of life. During COVID, I'm kind of around that time, I lost 2 people in my family, so went down the death positive rabbit hole, have 2 books on Amazon about the death positive movement. And I am a bit of a Renaissance woman, always reinventing myself every few years. So I have a master's degree in producing film and video, and I'm working on my first documentary now. I'm a civil rights historian, and my documentary is about my step-grandfather, who was an NAACP president for 19 years during the Jim Crow era. He is the person that came up with the strategy that led to Brown versus the Board of Education, as well as the legal case that Rosa Parks used for the bus boycott. So nobody knows his name, and that's a bit of what my film is about, is the investigative journalist in me kind of going down the discovery route as to why he's not known when everybody in his circle in South Carolina is. The name of my documentary is Out of the Shadows, Reverend Dr. James Miles Hinton.
Wow, fascinating work.
Mhm.
So interesting. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Up next, Janine.
Yes, so hello everyone. My name is Janine Liston, pricing lady, working with female-led businesses to help them price with more confidence and ease and build sustainably profitable businesses. And we just did episode 167, so really excited to still be doing that all these years on. We have a mix of solocast and guest episodes. The solocast episodes are a bit more educational, and the guest episodes are usually people sharing their pricing journeys, and occasionally people sharing their expertise, like the latest episodes where I had someone come on and talk about the intersection of legal and pricing. So that has been really interesting as well. We discover what works, what doesn't work, and how to do things better and differently. I'm also a proud member this year of the Swisscast Podcast Network, which is a podcast network for English-speaking podcasts in Switzerland. And that's brought a whole new group of podcasts into my world and topics as well. So that's been really fun. If you're interested to learn more about pricing, I have a pricing scorecard, so you can do that on your own and check out what's going on with pricing on your business, and it'll help you understand where you can start improving things. And that's at thepricinglady.com/pricing scorecard. And if you want to find me, you can find me everywhere as The Pricing Lady.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much. And I've followed some of your content. It's really, really helpful and useful. Yeah. Great resource. Up next, Allison, come on up.
Hi, everyone. My name's Allison Brown. I'm the host and producer of Keep the Flame Alive, the fun, smart, and year-round podcast for fans of the Olympics and Paralympics. We share down-to-earth and in-depth interviews with athletes, coaches, and behind-the-scenes games makers. Plus, we cover history, books, and news, everything that makes the Olympics and Paralympics the greatest sports festivals in the world. As an independent podcast, we are able to cover the games in a way that some of the bigger broadcasters may not be able to. And you can get ready for Milano Cortina 2026, which is, as I said before, a mere 66 days away, with us at flamealivepod.com.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you for sharing. Now, up next is Jessica, and I love your festive background.
Thank you so much. Hi, I'm Jessica DeYoung, your story friend. I'm an author, a speaker, and founder of Grace and Worthy Ministries, where I help Christian women find healing, peace, and purpose in inviting God into every part of their story. I also host the Perspectives into Practice podcast, where we chat about noticing God in our daily lives and walking with Him more deeply. One of my favorite tools that we offer is the Made Whole online course. It is a work at your own pace journey that helps you understand your story explore what scripture says about it, and learn how to share it with confidence. And as a holiday gift, for anyone that would like it, I'm giving a free access to the Made Whole online course, a $300 value. We are relaunching it in January, so you'll actually be getting early access while we're finishing the final editing passes. So to receive access, simply email me at jessica@madewholecommunity.org. I look forward to connecting with you and hearing your story.
Up next, Cassidy Carson, come on up.
Thank you. And hello, everybody. I am Cassidy Carson, a self-published author of currently paranormal romance novels. I am also the co-host of the CC and JT Amateur Hour with my husband of 43 years. We've done almost 300 episodes, I think, of that podcast so far. And our mission is to educate, encourage, and entertain fellow authors. With that in mind, we've also started a second podcast this past year called the Nevada Author Network, where we focus on the writers in the Sierra Arts literary community that are members of the Sierra Arts Foundation in Reno, Nevada. And we've been having a lot of fun with these podcasts. We enjoy talking with all of the people that we've met this year, and we're looking forward to more fun things in 2026. So our podcast can be found at www.carsonhume.com. And we look forward to, if anyone's a fellow author out there, please reach out and say hello.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much. Up next, Jessica, come on up.
Hello, thank you. I'm excited to be here. My name is Jessica Hammock of Vibrant Voice. I'm a licensed trauma therapist and a trauma recovery and transformation coach. I help unwind the treasure of who you are from the trauma that you've been through to walk out the truth of your identity. Because the reality is, when your identity heals, your relationships heal, your money heals, your faith heals, and you can walk in alignment and move forward in life. I am a featured coach on something called the Chronic Health Collective, a group of 11 coaches that focus on life, mindset, relationships, and energy. We believe that you can live longer, love deeper, and rise higher one transformation at a time. Chronic Health Collective is featured on all major platforms, but you can find me and my work specifically on vibrantvoice.life and on all social medias at Jessica Vibrant Hammock.
Thank you so much for sharing. Up next is Julian. Come on up.
Hi, I'm Julianne Colbert. Thanks so much for having me. I am also known as Jules the Budget Nerd, and I host the Debt Rebel podcast. I am crazy passionate about teaching families how to stop living paycheck to paycheck because I was raised to live within my means, got a degree in economics, and still got into over $107,000 in consumer debt. So when we talk about the past and we can move that into our life and our money, and the shame that goes with that, we're going to leave that behind. And so on my show every single week, where it's 15-minute actionable things that you can apply to your life so that budgeting doesn't suck and you become a financial unicorn like myself and be debt free. And so in 2026, I am leading listeners on the show to eliminate $1 million in debt. And so it's the $1 Million Debt Rebellion. And you can jump into that at Debt Rebel Podcast, DEBT Rebel, REBEL podcast.com, and get your free starter kit there. And we'll see you on the other side of your debt.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing. That's such an important topic. Great. Up next, Terry, come on up.
Hey, I'm Terry M. Brown, and I'm an author and podcaster who introduces readers to characters they'd love to invite to lunch. Whether reading my historical fiction, women's fiction, inspirational memoirs, or children's books, you'll want to spend more time with the characters. I extend this concept with my podcast, Online for Authors, where I chat with indie and small press authors and introduce listeners to even more characters. If you'd like to get a list of 10 historical fiction that you've never heard of that will bring you to tears, you can sign up for my newsletter at my website, terrymBrown.com. That's Terry with one R, TERIM Brown.com.
Oh, thank you so much. And thanks for being here. All right, up next, Monica. Now, Monica is one of my favorite networking besties. We have known each other for many, many, many years, and Monica is an excellent networker, an amazing connection. Come on up, Monica.
Hello, everybody. What an awesome group of people here today. I'm slightly overwhelmed in the best of ways. Thank you for inviting me, Jennifer. So the health and wellness world sometimes feels like mission impossible with so many things out there. Do this, drop weight, all those things. What I do is I help women cut through the noise of all the stuff. And it starts by having a conversation, finding out where you are at, how I can support you with guiding you, what foods work for your body, helping you with different supplements, etc. However, it starts with a conversation. And I don't have a podcast yet. However, I'm getting downloads that it is to be about what do you do when you don't know what to do with your health and wellness. I'll clear that up a bit later as soon as it comes to me. But it's about, the questions of us. We all have questions. What do we do? Where do we start? It starts with a mindset, and then I'm going to be interviewing amazing people who can help the people looking. So I just feel so wonderful about that. So that's where I'm at right now. Thank you very much again for inviting me, and wishing you all an awesome rest of your day.
Thank you so much. Up next, Adrienne, come on up.
I am so excited to be here. So first, I am a podcast producer to the Whiny Palooza podcast, 500 episodes. So let me know if you'd like to be a guest. I'll run it by Rebecca Green. And also Grow Your Business and Grow Your Wealth. I produce that podcast, 300 already in play. So I am the host of Adrienne Barker Speaks. I do no prep at all. I have no idea who the guest is. And we go live, and then I turn it into a podcast. When I say we go live, we actually go live also on Chatter Social, where other voices are heard. I am the host of Minority Shareholder Oppression podcast, co-host with my daughter, my friend. And that's fun. We have a book together. We have a website together. The Supplier Promo Playbook, a niche program. Really proud of this one right here, which is I'm the first person to ever do an AI debate podcast for the etiquette industry. And I turned my podcast into my book, Professional Global Etiquette Redefined, answering all those questions when it comes to etiquette. Adrienne Barker Speaks. This is 16 of my guests in this book. Very excited to feature them. And Jessica, I have to say, Jessica Hammock is here. And I did a 2-day event, the only person that's ever done it, not only just a 2-day event with 21 speakers, but less than 24 hours after the event was done, Jessica had the whole manuscript in her hand so she could read her chapter. And it is an amazing book. It's pretty thick, but this is all 21 of the speakers. The disability panel was amazing. So really exciting what I could do. I take episodes and turn them into book. I'm so very excited about that. And I know I don't look it, but I am the co-host of Debate the News True Crime. I'm keen for Ed Gein, just saying, but we go live Tuesdays and Thursdays. So if you like true crime, come and join us on the podcast. We go live, and then you can look for Debate the News True Crime anywhere you can get your podcasts. So, and I do cry a lot. Thank you for having me, Jennifer. This has been an amazing experience, and happy holidays.
Thank you so much for sharing. Up next, Ola Jamoki, come on up.
Hi, Jennifer. Hi, everyone. Apologies, I was in transit earlier, but I'm here now. And it's been a blessing, just listening to all the wonderful women on this group. And I just feel so blessed to be amongst everyone. So my name is Ola Jumoke Fatoki. But to make it easy for people, I just say my name is Ola. So if you like to remember what I'm being called, just call me Ola. I am the host of the Thrive Careers podcast, an award-winning show helping ambitious professionals and newcomers build careers that they are actually proud of and without burning out in the process. My background is in human resources management, so I'm an HR strategist and a career coach that has now turned into a podcaster. So I use real-life stories, practical tools, honest conversations to help people land their dream jobs and to also grow their confidence. I'm always excited to connect with fellow podcasters for guest speaking opportunities, workshop style episodes, and conversations that are around career growth, workplace culture, and basically just using my podcast to change lives and to change people's careers. So if you like to talk about careers, if you like to talk about workplace culture, I'm really looking forward to being a guest on so many podcasts in the coming year. So I would like to be a guest on your show. And you can find me on Instagram, on LinkedIn, and on YouTube. For Instagram, you'll find me at Thrive Careers Hub, _ in between the 3 words. And on LinkedIn, you'll find me at Olajumoke Fatoki. That's my full name on LinkedIn. And lastly, you would find me on YouTube as Thrive Careers Podcast. The same way on Instagram. So _ in between the 3 words. Thank you very much. And thank you for having me here. Thank you.
Up next, Jen Hardy, come on up.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jen Hardy, host of the Fabulous Over 50 podcast and the Jen Hardy channel on YouTube. And I would like to invite everybody to my island for an incredible all-inclusive creator getaway. We are hosting it here, right where I live, at the Crown Plaza. It is for podcasters, YouTubers, everyone in the traditional media. We are bringing everybody all together in order to experience a completely different kind of creator event. And if you're interested, you can go to jenhardy.net or waveofinfluence.com. That's its official website. And you will find everything there is to know about it. It is going to be absolutely glorious, April 30th through May 3rd, 2026. Just about the time you have had enough of that snowy, cold weather, you can come join us here. So thank you, Jennifer, for letting me come and say hi to everybody. And I appreciate you. And I hope everyone has a wonderful holiday.
Oh, that's amazing. I'm so excited for that. Paul and I are trying to see if we can make it happen. But we're going to see what we can do. But that sounds really like an exciting event. Plus, I don't know if all of you know, but Jen has had a breakout success this past year with YouTube, right, Jen?
I have. A year and a half ago, I had 38 subscribers, and today I have over 156,000. So it's been fun.
Yes. And you got the special plaque from YouTube for the million views, it right?
Somewhere with right there with me. Yes, it is. It's a journey. It is so much fun.
Very cool. So Jen's bringing all these resources together that she's, been encountered and learned, and all the connections she's made into this conference. It looks like a really good conference. So I highly recommend checking it out. It'd be great to see everybody there too.
Yes, it would. Oh my goodness.
Great. Thank you for sharing. All right. So you all look so amazing and so festive. Thank you all for being here. I really hope everybody who's watching and listening will connect with all of the wonderful women here. And you can go to womenpodcasters.com to find the show notes and all the links to each of these amazing people. And also don't forget to submit your nomination for the Women Podcasters Awards. You can also find that at womenpodcasters.com. Thank you everyone for being here. Until next time, be encouraged.